In this video, we're going to protect an Excel spreadsheet for computer unique activation. We'll start by taking a couple files from the Office Protect product, and we'll use that together with App Protect to do the protection. The same process can be done on either Mac or Windows. If you need more sophisticated licensing options, like the ability to create time-limited trial editions, try-buy licenses, or subscription licenses, you'll use the Add License tool that comes with Quick License instead. So let's get started. Here's the spreadsheet that we want to protect. The first step in the process is to get the spreadsheet ready for protection. Make sure it's saved as a .xlsm file. Then select the developer panel and the editor. Bring up the workbook, and you'll need to paste in some VB code that came with the Office Protect product. You'll also want to set the password for that VB code, and we'll do that here. And then finally, you'll probably want to protect with passwords some of the important calculations within your spreadsheet. Once that's all been completed, you'll want to save your spreadsheet out, and we can then apply the protection. Here we have our spreadsheet that's prepared and ready for protection. We have an empty output folder to store the generated protected application, and we'll start by launching the App Protect tool. Within App Protect, we're going to select an empty record and give it a name. Then we'll select the XLSM file that we want to protect. We'll select an icon that we want to apply to our protected application. We'll use the default icon that's applied with Office Protect, but you can use your own. And finally, we'll select the output folder where we want the protected application to be generated. And once that's all been set up, we'll simply click the Build Protected Application button, and within a few seconds, we'll have a protected application generated to disk. So in the output folder, we can see the generated protected application. You can rename it to whatever you want and then distribute it to your customer. On first launch on the customer's computer, they're going to see an enter password dialog and a password number. They'll provide that number back to you, and then you'll generate a password, give it to that customer, and they'll click OK to activate the dialog. Once they've activated the application, it'll start running, and then within a second or so, you'll see the spreadsheet running on the customer's computer. Each time the customer launches your application, your spreadsheet will then be presented on the customer's computer, and the license is validated on each launch to ensure that only that licensed computer can run that spreadsheet. Any changes made will automatically be saved out to disk. That information is actually being saved in an encrypted file, and that's the original folder is generated during the activation process. It's given the name of your application, and you can see the encrypted copy of the data file that's being stored. That customer can make copies of that file if they'd like. For example, let's create a couple copies. So we now have a January, February, and a March copy of this timesheet. And when you launch the protected application, you'll actually see a dialog will pop up showing all the various copies, and then that customer can double click on whichever one they want to edit, and that's the copy of the protected spreadsheet that will be presented. And any editing changes that are made within the Excel application are automatically saved when they close the Excel application. All the features of Excel are available for use, aside from a couple of features which are disabled, like the ability to save as a different file name to a different location, or email your spreadsheet as an attachment. But other than that, all the other capabilities of Excel are available to your spreadsheet.